Welcome back to Still Sharpn Still. Got my brother, family, it's my heart right here, Cheek Mula, supporting me and shit.
Mr. Love is love, you know I'm here, baby. Come on, talk to me.
This guy here.
Talk to me.
Nah, but we really want to just highlight, the fathers in here, and he's not soon to be. We already got going to it, but I do want to ask you because right now we live in it's a well, first of all, congrats.
Absolutely, 100%.
My love is there for you and your lady.
Show me love, matter of fact. Show me love.
Yeah,
show me love.
Yo,
congrats. I was not at your baby shower, big bro, but I saw how spiffy you was. How spiffy you was.
How you feel though? Like you don't like your daughter's not here yet. You know what I'm saying? But you with that thought process, your lady being pregnant, and take me to that. Like your thought, like. It's a lot.
It's a lot, but I feel like still it's like day to day. Like
taking it every day.
I take it every day because I'm just taking it differently every day, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's certain stuff you definitely gotta adjust to, bro. Like even from early on to now, bro. Like from when she was just pregnant with the little throwing up and like you gotta get used to trying to be there and like console with that somewhere. And you feel me? That could be tough because like.
And how did you manage that? Like you outside doing cheeky Mula. Like you outside doing you and she's going through it. How did you balance it?
I told you I said I don't really I like to know where like bad energy can come from at all times. Like I know like I went over there and now some weird shit going on or I know like where it's coming from. I like to always keep it balanced like that. I really be with family or like maybe my few bros from the high, that like feeling because y'all went to the high too, so it's like
you try to keep your energies good.
I keep my energies just good and like I know where it's coming from at all times.
So no matter how much you going through,
like
you
the bad
good.
vibes I get, the bad vibes I get would be like me like going like a little argument with my mother or my lady or something, but I know where that's coming from.
Yeah,
I ain't about to get into nothing with nobody from over here because some mix up when we was out or some even same issues over girls. Like I don't know, it's too much.
Yeah, cause that energy right there plus your girl being, I'm saying like a real, like not even a real, but like somebody you really involved with going through it, and then she throwing her energy on you, and then you just don't know even how to deal with it.
Like, just dealing with a pregnant woman, period, is definitely a humbling experience.
I know like. I can't have matches if I gotta deal with this now. Like she really changing, she really sick going up. She can't help it. I can't be annoyed by it, like because it's.
So how important support is?
It's very important for me, and then we young.
Very important.
We young, so it's like
very important.
You gotta be there. You gotta communicate. That's like where I came from, so I can't do no different. I can't be no different for me. My uncles, my pops, like, feel me, they was there, like, my grandfathers, like, my cousins, like, older cousins, like, for me, it can't be no different. You gotta be supportive, you gotta be there, you gotta work through it. That's where I come from.
And that's like you said, like, legit, like you said, that's what you come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grew up in seeing people supporting one another, showing love, do what you gotta do for one another.
That still come with like rough patches. That's right.
You always gonna have that. You always gonna have that.
But for the most part, it being there, that support, as long as like it's some type of structure there, like that's key. Like,
so you feel like because a lot of people of Africa say us black men, bro, we don't have that love that much. And being from where you from, Bushwick, you're being family oriented, like you said, we family. So I know what kind of family you come from, and vice versa. So how I feel like that support that you got from your family made you who you are today. And like, because you have a lady that's pregnant, you're able to support, feel me? Because I know, bro, having a pregnant black woman as like your experience, like that's probably really just a humbling experience, bro. Like the support, you being there, you just being present. You're bringing your offspring in this world. So
I applaud you,
bro, because I ain't having kids yet. Me and my queen gonna have it sometime.
I told my beloved, you gotta be financially stable. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
We young.
I feel like it's aspirational.
It wasn't planned for me.
It's never planned.
Things happen, but
and I ain't knocking you, big bro. I'm not knocking you. I'm just respecting the fact that you going with it and you being a man about it.
Yeah, and that's
what I'm respecting. You know what I'm saying? You being a man about it.
That's what Still Sharpn Still is about,
yeah,
bro.
I say,
Like we here together because he's telling me like just his experience like is gonna. I'm not gonna definitely get everything, but it's gonna make me better. So when I do, my queen does have a lady. I can see certain things I can pinpoint or certain things to do because having a bro, that's a lot, bro. Have like bringing your lady in.
In fact, you can't be like. You can't let your ego, once again, like you said, you can't let your ego get the best of you. You can't, them things that you just used to over like whatever you got made up in your mind or like society is like the norm. You can't like, you gotta really tap in. Like sometimes you really gotta swallow. She gonna sometimes pick maybe, then you know like, oh, she want 100 things because she craving things and may not even eat all of everything, but she just
want
like,
it, and you gotta, being a provider, you being involved with her,
you gotta tap in.
Yeah, you gotta take care of it.
And it's gonna be different for, you know, your situation. Everybody's
situation is different.
But for the most part, like just
being there and supporting.
Be there and support. Do it though. If you want from me.
Still Sharpn Still.
Yeah, that's fine.
When my babies come, I want to know where the energy coming from. I don't want they come.
Yeah, speak about that. Like how you not the balance, but I think how you keep that good energy. So when your little girl come in this world, like she's provided with like good environment, great settings of good energy.
Communication, being clear with the people that I know she gonna be around often. Similar, like talk to my mother about what I know, like the type of, you know, I mean, I know my mom, you know, I come from it, so I know, but it's, you know, certain things still like structurally that I would want for my kid, and just maybe communicating that with my girl family and like my mom, her mom, just letting them know like I don't eat pork, stuff like that. Like meat is not like a big thing for me. I eat it. I could.
So would you say you focus on what you consume in your body?
Definitely focus on what I consume in my body.
Yeah, we just have my man up here. I'm Chef
Talk about it.
Sometimes I'd rather not eat before I know I'm about to eat some trash or like just something for convenience, like because we used to it, because we used to eating.
Forgive me, Chef. Chef, forgive me, because I did that last night.
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? I just settled.
See?
I settled. But it's like, I didn't. But it is what it is.
What you had, McDonald's, boy? See, that's bad energy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what my girl is saying. That's negativity.
That is. But I mean, sometimes
we
don't be having no option. That's all it's
bro. That's all it is, bro. And that's so sad that we live in that.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy.
Like fast food.
Listen, though, I love everybody.
Baby, that's what
I love everybody, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool.
But nah, for real though, like, cause that's the only thing around you, bro. Like certain foods, like fast foods and. Like, if you want to go to Whole Foods, you got to go a certain distance because, you know, healthier consumption of food is more expensive than your fast food. And that's a whole different avenue. But, like, yeah, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. But if you eating certain shit, it's going to give you bad energy. You know what I'm saying? That's why eating healthy is
very important. But at
the
same time,
I'm like perfect with it. I feel me. I'm not perfect with it.
We all, bro. I done had.
It's like
sometimes
I'd rather not.
I feel like you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Jah not perfect. We all growing with it, but at the same time, for myself personally, I feel like if I'm gonna do some garbage, I'ma still, no matter how hard it is, try to be productive. Try to read some. You know what I'm saying? Last night I ate the bullshit, but I still went in on the questions to see what we're gonna talk about today, so I could just refresh myself and just secure myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to refresh myself.
It's taking action.
That's all it is. Like the food, it makes you lousy. It makes you real
indolent.
Like it just makes you feel like you can't do nothing. But if you feel like that, then you're not gonna do it. But if you just take the action and you just build up that energy, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You get what I'm saying? So
definitely,
especially with energies coming like food. Like, so what's another way besides communication, food, or things that you encounter to protect your energy, especially with you and your offspring coming in?
It's like, I feel like for me, it always boil down to like just making like, you see how we eat in certain things for comfortability. I want her to like just have all the knowledge that, you know, we had to grow to learn. Like, I want that to be presented to her, like, so she'll have the option. Like, you gonna eat what you gonna eat, but when you grow up knowing though, like, it ain't just Chinese food and that's what you seeing, so you growing up eating it. When you know, it's a little different in how you can approach it. You feel me? I want her to be able to have that approach from early, knowing like if I want, I could go eat this and this, but I could eat fruits, and I know fruits is healthy. I want her to know that, like, you know, just younger. Like,
so would you say
all about meat and McDonald's and like fast food? Like, don't go to school and have video or go online and see it. Like,
actually know what you
actually know, like,
yeah.
from young. Cause she gonna be a kid, so I know it's gonna be hard for like, so you know it's gonna be tough, and I'm gonna have to even adjust to that day by day with how I'm trying to get that across. But that's what I want. I just want her norms a little different. I want her to have be more knowledgeable about like just things than I was when.
So with that being said, for her to be more knowledgeable, as you being her provider, what you gotta do?
Work every day.
Yeah. And be more knowledgeable.
Be more knowledgeable. Keep learning.
You gotta be more knowledgeable.
For me,
not for nothing though. How important you feel like households is, because if you having a kid and you want her to have her options and learn about certain things, household is very important because the kitchen is like where you learn a lot of stuff from. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like whatever. I feel like it don't necessarily gotta be like. I feel like that's still communication. All that is based off. Big on communication. That's all it is. Like if you raise a kid in a good space of understanding, like even if you in two different households, I'm not saying like two different households is not what's like ideal me or what I want, but like if you could communicate that the right way, it could work. If a kid grow up knowing like I two different households, mommy and daddy is over here, my grandma and grandpa over there, my other grandpa, like that can work. Like if it's the right vibe and it's the right situation, that could work, and the kid will get used to that. But it's just about the communication through that. If y'all separated because of issues and it's not a comfortable situation, that's when that'll be a problem. But if y'all working and it worked for y'all, like say your shorty in school, you in school, or you feel me, and you come back and like stuff like that, that can work.
It's
if it's good communication. But if it's like y'all not together because of something, or like you feel me, like whatever examples, like you know we grow up used to, and some of the communication may not always be right. I just want certain things like that to just be different. Like you feel me, like all the norms, all the things that I had to get used to. I want it to be communicated through early, because kids are not, you know, as dumb as we think. Like we kind of talking code around them, but we don't. You feel me? We talking code, but we don't. We teach them about what's healthy and stuff, but we really don't like apply it or show them. You feel me?
Yeah.
They know about fruits and stuff in school, but it kind of look like whatever to them, or like it may be they snack a couple times, they still eating whatever is like.
Everything comes from home, bro.
Yeah, man, facts.
Everything's like your home is foundation. And I want to get into it too, because you, like, not for nothing, you being a father, like, and household, I'll speak about household and stuff, whether the kid is learning like how to eat, but like how important it is to have that mother and father present. Like,
I feel like that.
How you feel about that? Because you know a lot of kids, we ain't used to that. Like I wasn't raised my moms and my pops.
I mean, I was privileged to get that, to get both sides of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh said, he wasn't privileged.
See, everybody's different. But like you having your daughter coming in now, and then you being with your girl now, like how you feel like it's so important, and like you changing.
I feel like it's very big and very important, because like it can work. It can, like you see all types of situations where like kid adopted and put in situations. It can work other ways and still be successful. But when you know what you come from and you around what you come from, like all the time, and raised in what you come from, is a big difference. It's almost like a mixed breed compared to like a purebred. You feel me? Like when you know what you come from and you got that around you, you constantly gonna be fed. You know from the source. You gonna be fed from the source.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel like them type of kids is just a little different all the time. Like my dad, you know, like our family little culture, like
it's so culture. It's so
it's
our
like
family is,
like it'd be different situations that certain people may not be used to, dynamics that people not used to, but we go in that, and that's what we used to, and it works for us.
Yeah.
That may not work for other people, but it works for us because that's what we knew and what we grew in based off the communication. And that's all I feel like.
Family is important too, bro.
Family is huge.
It's huge, bro. Like we come from a big family, and your daughter coming into that, that's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, bro. To have, because a lot of people don't have a lot of like large families. A lot of people come in small homes, you know, and having a large family and seeing so many different spectrums and having that It's just
saying
amazing.
that variety of like personalities
I was about
that
to
she
get
gonna
into
be
that.
able to draw
Yeah.
from, bro. That's why I want her to have the knowledge, so that way she's just not getting used to things based off the personality she's seeing, but being knowledgeable about like, oh, okay, like
Just
she
being
can
curious.
understand it, you
Yeah,
know,
just
like
being
she
curious.
gonna understand what her culture is and why we eat what we eat, but she gonna know also what she should eat. You feel me?
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
can have that balance.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I grew to the balance, but if I wasn't able to be raised with the balance, I want to see what it would be like. You know, I want my child to be raised with the balance.
So what is if you have one thought like, yo, this is something I want my, you know, you can't force your daughter everything, especially when she's getting older. Because life is about growth. But if it's one thing that you would want her to have, like what it can have any knowledge on anything, like what would it be though? Like
I want her to have a passion for something. Because
I
I
love
really
that.
don't feel like that's the only thing that I feel like us as people hold on to personally. Like we can't go with nothing else, but that's the one thing I feel like we do go with. Like you feel me? Not that we go with it every take, because I don't know where we going or what happens after, but like my purpose, what I feel like my purpose is what get me up and make me present myself the way I am, or anybody for that matter, the way they are every day. They purpose, what they feel like is they drive, like, or we would just not do nothing. And there's some people that don't have it and don't do nothing. You feel me? You see it, but if you got purpose or passion, like that, I feel like no, it don't matter. Nothing else
nobody
matters.
can take that from you.
Nobody can take it from you.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters around you. Whether money don't matter, where you from. It's a kid in Africa somewhere that love music, bro. And as long as he got that passion, it don't matter like where he from, where he got the influence from, where he first heard music from. All that matters is that he got that in him and he know, like, you feel me? That's what every day he gonna get up and go with his friends and make music.
and
You
get
feel
it
me?
done.
He gonna get it
Get
done.
it done.
Business.
So with that being said, before we cut it, how do you look forward to purposely staying in not just your daughter's life, because you're gonna always be there, you know what I'm saying? How do you purposely stay with the household?
I feel like my daughter coming, I don't want to do like what the norm is, like, or what people may be used to, or like
The baby fathers and the
baby
mother,
father,
yeah.
or like even with my business or with my craft is, like, I want her to be hands-on with that. Like, I want her to be there. Like, I want to be able to take her to the studio whenever she old enough to tap in. Like, I don't need like to be lit or with all my bros or have a party to be in the studio and make music, like, or catch the vibe I need to catch. I can do that by myself.
With your daughter,
So
I
I can't do it with my daughter. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
respect
Like, if I'm
that.
about to spend hours here, I'm about to make whatever content of music, I'm about to make whatever I'm feeling.
whatever
If
creation.
she's seeing that, then if she could tap in, it might not be music for her, but whatever that thing is that could take her away and tap in, she'll know that comfortability. Like, hold on, this is what he do all the time. I used to be hours in, and you feel me? She'll find her place. Like, she'll sometimes tell me when she old enough to tell me, I don't want to go to the studio, I want to do this, that. This is what I like. I'll be happy. Like, my mission was accomplished. You feel me? Let's rock. Let's see. Let me come with you to help you do what you doing. You feel me? Or
That's why examples is very important.
And you showing and proving.
You know, because you have the examples around you that made you who you are,
Exactly.
and that's why it's good to
Exactly.
you be the same exact example for your daughter. Because it don't gotta be just you. It could be her mom. It could be anybody that's gonna mold her who she is. You know what I'm saying?
And I know it's gonna be times, you know, like I can't, you know, get my message across 100%. Well,
I love that.
it'd be a process, but it's like, for the most part, she'll know, like, that's where I was going with it. That's where my vibe was with it. Because I feel like we remember that as kids. Like, we may not remember every, like, little situation with a person, but we remember that person's stance on whatever it was. Like, you feel me? You knew you better not jump on your grandmother's couch if that was her thing. Like,
Yeah,
so you
know.
like, you feel me?
Your
When
ass
you in her
whooped.
household, when you under her, you know I gotta eat before I get my juice, or I can't jump on her couch. Like, you know them certain things, and I just want the things that she would know about me is like, I bet, like, he took me to the studio when
We grew up so fast. But it's like, I remember, bro. It's crazy. I remember.
Because I know people would be intending to. Like, if you do music, you'll want your kids to learn music.
That's facts.
But how many times do people really be having them around it?
I know. That's why I respect the rappers that be bringing their daughters to the studios and bringing.
And all
Yeah,
that.
I love that, bro. Because
that
it's like,
kid gonna be so used to that.
and they don't gotta dive into that specifically, but
it's gonna separate it from the sheep early.
Yeah.
From with the people that get the allure from it to the people that want to be behind it. Whether she want to be the main star or behind the scenes with it,
Yeah.
she'll understand it. That I could be behind the scenes making bands with that, and I love that you gonna want to watch the show, but I ain't gonna want to be sitting there watching the show because I know the process.
And like you said, you gotta respect it.
If,
You gotta respect it if your daughter don't want to do it as well.
You know what that's called? Motherfucking love.
That's all it is.
All love.
That's all love.
I'm saying at the same time, everybody playing their what?
Everybody playing their part.
playing their role, doing.
Yo, not for nothing.
Love.
Not for nothing. You having a daughter, right? And you know, because still Sharpn, we like to talk about like a lot of Black history. I do want to ask you about like how you feel about putting your hands on your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that was something that was taught to us, unfortunately, like with slavery and just the oppressor. We learned that our kids are like evil, so we got to beat them too. Feel me? And that's not how we supposed to operate. Because in Africa, we didn't do that. But like you being raised where your mom did put her hands on you. And me too, like, you feel me, TT Tay, like, you know, just Tay, just everybody, you feel what I'm saying? Like, how you feel about that, having a daughter now, and you about to raise her, so.
I feel like with that, it's like, I think if I could find a way to communicate with her in the best way I can, and I don't have to go there, I'm definitely gonna stay the furthest from there. But, like, I feel like early on, when you nip things in the bud early on, and you show, you know, like a kid, or you show any person that you building with early on, what you gonna tolerate, they'll become that, like they'll naturally become that. Like a quiet kid may have been around like, you know, loud parents and like that, you know, like it's like you just want to be away from that. That ain't you. Like, or you could be around quiet people and you become quiet. Like you're not used to noise. Like you never been around it. So it's like, I just want to show her early, like, things that I want to tolerate, like, get it out the way, like, you know, things that you're going to see early in a kid, what they do that you won't tolerate, like.
So you staying far from it as much as possible.
As much as possible, or showing her my stance in it, like I said, like, wherever, like, she'll grow and understand, like, even if I did have to put my hands on her, when she grow up, she'll understand, oh, I did that, I wowed out, like. I set something on fire when I was a kid. Like, I needed you feel me? Like, hold on. Like, I needed to know, like, that was, so she won't hold on. Like, not being up for, like, other reasons when they debating. Or if she debating on something with me, then she really got to understand it, or, you feel me?
Yeah,
so
she's
like,
passionate about it.
So I got to come from a different angle.
Yes.
You feel me? But certain things, you know, certain things
is
like,
wrong.
You feel me? Certain things,
right,
like,
wrong is wrong.
playing with fire, like, communication, bro. I feel like it ain't that. It don't really be that hard. We just get used to societal norms, and we just go day by day like that. That it just
lingers.
It lingers. But if you just nip it in the bud early, I feel like
you are breaking the cycle, and I do want to follow that same path. Like, if I do have a daughter, try to stay as far away from it. But it's sad though, because how society norms gender equality. Because I feel like, do you feel you'd be the same exact way if you had a son?
Yeah, I feel the same way.
That's
honestly, because I gotta, like, I don't know what his angle gonna be or why he gonna feel certain ways about stuff yet. So I gotta kind of like take it and then react to it the way that it's gonna be acceptable to me, because that's what he gonna grow into. I can't fake something for him. If I fake something for him, by the time he get older, we gonna know that we clash at that, and that it was just whatever, like, or like if I let it fester, like, you feel me, or let him keep doing something that I know is like, yo, hold on, like, you feel me? When you get older, that's when because it's gonna be you by that time. Mm-hmm. If I let it fester, it's gonna be you by the time you older, and I gotta nip it in the bud. But if I'm, you feel me? If I'm jiving at it early, like, I feel like,
I think that's what my father did too. He nipped shit in the bud really quick. So when I got older, I understood why he reacted.
And you got to see it too.
And I got to see it. So it kind of made me who I am today too. I respect that, bro. Because I feel like society norms, like, growing up young men differently than a young woman, you feel me? It could be different culture, like a Caribbean culture versus like an American culture, but we always tend to have black boys raised totally different from a black girl.
Absolutely.
It's important just to keep the balance, because you gotta be equal, bro.
You gotta be real, like, what you know these kids is seeing, you can't act like they ain't seeing it. You gotta talk to them. Like,
yeah.
I see people like you cover kids' eyes of sex, but never really talk to them about sex, bro. But they seeing it for real, bro. Like, they know what Cardi B and them is talking about, and you know that, but you never really talk to them about it. So they only formulating what they seeing and what they know about that,
and
they only making their own thoughts and assumptions about that. But if you give them both examples early, then they can build their case on whatever side they pick once they get there. Because
that's your responsibility.
You show them early.
Yeah.
You show them early. You know what this girl is that do this and that, whether you feel like it's right or whatever you feel like it's wrong. You know what this example is and how what this lifestyle come with. If you can see both, which one you want to be. Like, that's type of timing. Like, what, you feel me? No good or bad.
You talked about, real quick, not for nothing, you spoke about society, you know what I'm saying? You know, this kid's seeing everything, whether it's sex, whatever is in front of them, right? I do want to ask you real quick, bro. You having a daughter coming in and you see things that were happening to Breonna Taylor. Like, how you feel about that, bro?
It's crazy.
That's bro. like real talk, because it's like, damn, like that could have been my sister, that could have been my daughter, you feel me? And it's like, to live in a society where killing black people is acceptable, and you gotta bring your daughter into a world like that. It's crazy.
That's why I just keep it real well about everything and make sure she's equipped in the way she need to be, mindset wise or everything. Like, I'm only gonna speak the more like what I feel like is important to, like, you feel me, around her and to her, like, and I'm not like, not to be like boring or nothing or like on some real that shit, but like, I don't. Instagram shit don't excite me. You feel me? I grew up having real conversations and shit with my family, or maybe not even if I didn't have the conversation, I seen what was going on that led to the conversation. I seen the argument or whatever that led to it, and then got explained. So
real life.
Before it get there, I'm gonna give you both. I'm gonna talk to you about things could go bad,
and that's why
I respect that.
And that's why I respect that, because at the same time, like you said, you equipped in her with them same bullets that they shooting us with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
she gonna know about guns.
Yeah,
she gonna
bro.
You pulling a gun. She gonna be know how to shoot a gun, bro. We go about to be at ranges.
Self-defense.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Self-defense. Getting her ready. That's
and
what
it need to be
respect.
for her to be wild or no, just so she know about it. She know the power in it. The same way they could feel like the power in it, like she know what's up.
And that's why it's important to equip yourself before you equip others, because the knowledge and experiences that's making Cheeky is gonna help your daughter. You feel me? So you're gonna be able to equip her with certain things that she needs when she get older. Because, bro, we living in nothing but turmoil, and it's so weird. Like, when I have a little brother and stuff, so like trying to teach him certain things about what's going on and let him know what's going on, and it's like, it's so weird to convey that message, but I'm taking it day by day. Because I feel like you gotta know what's going on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's nothing but turmoil. You feel me? We living in history. With the pandemic, you know, people is getting coffins for coughing. You feel me? Right. So it's like, there's just so many things, bro. So many.
You gotta we gotta be able to communicate through it. I'm telling you, communication the best we could. We make communicating the right way to know them, and not the other things. It'll be back right. Like, we get lost. I feel like we get lost in a lot of things. Like, instead of communicating, and then the fallacies start becoming real, you feel me? Start falling over into the real world, the things that artists speak of, or the things that we make hot, the mainstream that artists speak of. It always start to really present itself after it's the norm. It's if it don't start innocent, it ain't gonna end innocent. You know what I'm saying? Never. So it's we just gotta keep the communication up, bro. For everybody young, because I knew what I grew up in. I knew whether it was good or bad communication, it was a lot of communication. So I feel like I was able to draw from that. So whatever I felt like is right is what I want to plug in the baby girl, or anybody that's younger than me, or anybody I build with.
Period. I love that. Anybody you build with, period. Anybody you got a relationship with. You feel me? Staying people oriented, but anybody that's around you, just equipping yourself so you can equip them. You feel me?
That's love. That's love. Listen, man, that's what it is. Still sharp, still. You know we here.
We out of here, man. Still sharp, still.